You can. Oh, so sometimes this is how we start our mornings. Then the cars warm up, doing some runs, making sure everything's all good, having some fun, you know. So right now we're gonna go put gas, just a little gas, so we can do like just like maybe 2 more runs, and then like I'll start on my Audi. So stay tuned. You can. Oh, I love this car, bro. I really love this car. Jeez. I'm holding the cam. It just jumped. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. So today I'm just gonna be doing simple stuff. It's really just, you know, not a checkup video. No, this is a vlog. This is a normal vlog. I'm just gonna clean up my car. I have like a 4-hour trip to make today. Probably like a 5-hour trip to be honest. So I'm gonna just, you know, check up on my fluids, clean up the car, and I've been wanting to clean my engine bay too. So I'm just gonna do that. So I'm just gonna bring y'all along. Enjoy. Ignore this. I used to work at Pizza Hut. I never returned that. So I don't have a spare tire in this car. Oh, I did. Well, I do basically. But the tire is really bad. This isn't it. This used to be on the front. This used to be here, but it has a hole in it, so it kept deflating, and I have to keep pumping it. And if y'all know, you know, like that's one of the most annoying things to do. Like, you know, you pump your tires, and like a couple of days later, it's low again, so you have to pump it again. So we're gonna end up doing that. But this is my trunk setup. This car, we'll see how it goes, but I really plan on bagging this car. This is my daily. It's a 2004 Audi A4. And also, if you've been following the channel, you know that this car has kind of been through it. So this is my engine bay. So the cover is off right now, so it looks kind of weird. And if you've been following this channel, you know that this is not the motor that came with the car. It's the same Audi A4 motor, but spring break this year, around like I think March 11th. I remember the specific date because that was a really terrible event. So I checked my oil. Like, this is my first boosted car or turboed car. And yeah, I checked my oil and everything, and my oil seemed to be, you know, it was decent. It was a 5-hour trip. So I mean, I didn't have oil either, but I mean, I thought I was fine. So I went out on a trip, and like, honestly, as much as I thought this was my fault, it was 50-50, but more of the last owner's fault. Like, the last owner, well, this is a used car, of course. I wish I had a new car. So the last owner that, you know, had this car did not take care of this car whatsoever, man. Like, I'm talking about the interior, the seats, everything was just terrible, bro. Like, I chose to restore this car because, like, first off, this is my favorite car. Specifically this year, this 04. Another name for this car is also the Audi A4 B6, or you can just say B6. A lot of people in the car world would know what you're talking about. But yeah, so the oil pan that holds the oil, the oil pan that holds the engine oil, it was already cracked. So I mean, yeah, prior to a trip, you're supposed to check up on all of these things. I'll try to put a clip right here of like the aftermath of like the mess and everything. But yeah, it was already cracked, and like I didn't know this. Yeah, you're supposed to check your car prior to a trip, but I didn't check everything. Like I checked tires, all the basic things, tires, oil, but I didn't check the oil pan. Because normally you wouldn't think the oil pan is busted, bro. Like, because I've been driving this car occasionally. Like, okay, so it was busted and they sealed it with like a temporary sealant. Because there's things like that I don't know. There's, like gaskets, how you can make your own gasket, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, so we're driving, we're having a bit of fun. This is a boosted car. Turboed cars usually heat up faster because the turbo, gets hotter faster and they require more oil. So we were probably about like 50 minutes to an hour outside of Houston, or yeah, outside of Houston, and boom, my dash starts going crazy. I'm talking about lights start coming up, and then I see oil pressure. So, coming from my world, I know what an oil pressure light flashing in all red means. So, like, from the start, I kind of had like an idea of what was happening, and it wasn't a good idea. Seconds later, smoke started coming out from the hood. And, I already accepted the fact that my engine was done. Like, it exploded. And it didn't literally explode, but literally like a rod knock, like it cracked or something. So the car started deaccelerating. Um, I should have turned it off from the start, but that was my very first time in a situation like that. And it was just, I couldn't believe it, bro. Like, I literally lost an engine. So 3 months later, the car is back. It was in the shop for literally 3 months because first off, I'm a college student, and yeah, I own two cars, but it's actually harder to maintain than a lot of people think, because there's insurance if you want to drive the car. This is Texas, there's law. There's insurance, there's maintenance too if you want to keep the car, which I've started doing to this car a lot. But yeah, so the car is back. So the engine, well, the car actually reads like about 131,000 miles right now, but this motor came at 85, roughly about 85. I think this is it right here. I think. Yeah, I think that's it, 85, 557. So yeah, so it's pretty healthy motor, I guess. Hopefully the guy wasn't lying, because I can't really trust people nowadays, and I'm being dead serious. So I just realized that I was talking for a pretty long amount of time. For short, you can just go back to like my first videos, and like we literally, this happened. Like I recorded some of these things that happened, like going to save the car because the car was stuck somewhere in, somewhere down there. It just sucked, man. So my plan today is to kind of clean this up a bit. As you can see, like that's kind of focus. Oh, that's whack. Okay, so I'm gonna clean this up. This is really dirty. In my last motor, I shined this and it looked pretty good. Like, it was pretty satisfying. This, I was gonna take this out, but I'm kind of running out of time. I'm gonna take it out, clean it, because like I have a minor power steering leak. So like sometimes, not sometimes, I put power steering in here often, not a lot, but just often, like maybe once or twice a week. Twice at the worst, but once a week mostly, which isn't too bad. And power steering for this car is kind of expensive. Other than that, that's really what I'll be doing today. I'm gonna just clean this up. I'm gonna check my oil. That's no biggie. If I need some, I'm gonna just top it up. And the engine cover, I have the old engine cover. I don't really like it, so I'm gonna end up ordering one. So y'all see that sooner or later, and it looks really good. just gonna go get a tire and wash my car because this is not coming out the way I wanted it to. I'm still gonna clean it, just not the way I'm doing it right now because it's not really efficient in any way. Like, I have to work really hard to do it, and I know there are many easier ways to do it. And I also need a toothbrush type thing to get these spots. But for the most part, I'm probably just gonna sand this down. Boom. Okay, but as you can tell, we're in a new fit. Today's a new day. I already went on that trip in the other video. It's been like 3 days already. So yeah, I'm just gonna end the vlog here because I didn't get to end it in the other video. Better content to come. Like, trust the process. Like, things take time, for real, for real. And you just have to be patient. Like, that's just how it is. This car will be probably in our videos soon. As you can tell, this car is fully stripped, but that's for like a whole different topic video and everything. I'm probably gonna start ending my videos with something motivational or something I believe in, or just something I say a lot. But for now, I'm gonna see y'all next video. I'm gonna start uploading a lot too. There's just a lot in the works right now, and I'm also in school, so I'm trying to like just balance everything. I said balance everything out. So when I figure that out, posts will be almost not daily, hopefully daily. We'll see. Stay tuned and find out.